What's going on, guys? We're back for another video. We got UFC Fight Night Woodley versus Covington. I know it's been a little bit since we've had our prediction videos. We've been really busy with life and stuff, but we're back better than ever, and we got one of the best free cards that I've ever seen.
Ever, dude. It's
yeah,
gonna be a
probably.
wild card.
Honestly, I would pay for this one if that was the case, but it's going to be on ESPN Plus. We can all enjoy it for free, and that's awesome because, no offense to the fighters, but I feel like UFC's been overdoing it a little bit, where some of the cards have been, they're still enjoyable to watch, but at times they can be a little bit lackluster, which sucks for maybe the casual fan or your average fan who doesn't want to tune in for that.
Right.
So sometimes, in my opinion, it's like instead of putting 3 of these cards with, a whole roster of subpar fights, you can maybe combine them into one big fight night and have the best of the best, but everyone obviously needs their chance. But man, Saturday night's going to be crazy. Just get straight into it, or
Yeah, let's go right into it, baby.
awesome, man. We're starting off with Kevin Holland and Darren Stewart.
Bro,
I think
both of
this
these
is-
guys are beasts.
Oh yeah,
Both are only have 5 losses in the NBA, UFC.
yeah. Well, I think so. Stewart has 5 losses. He's 5-5-1. I want to say
He's 12-5-1.
12-5-1. Yeah, but I thought when I was looking him up that it said in the UFC he might be 5-5-1. But now that I'm thinking about that doesn't sound right at all.
No,
I feel like,
regardless, he might
But
be,
yeah.
he might not be.
but we saw him fight. Both of these guys have been fighting pretty recently. They both fought on the Lewis and Olenek night, and both of them received Fight of the Night that night. So
Yeah,
I think
both
that's going to
of
be.
them are on a win streak right now. Holland is on a two-fight win streak, where Stewart is on a 3-fight win streak.
Yeah, actually, Stewart is 5-5-1, and then he has 18 total MMA fights. But yeah, dude, it's I think it's gonna be interesting. They got both of them really good strikers. I don't really see it going to the ground much.
No,
I think
not at all.
Darren Stewart. I want to say he has the better knockout power.
Yeah,
I'd say he's a lot.
If we're going by the numbers right now, they have Holland as the favorite at -240.
Oh, ooh, I don't know about all that. 240. I would do more like a 130, 140, but 2. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
240 to 200. So Stewart is an underdog plus 200. The last time he lost was against Edmund Shabazi.
Shabazian. Darren Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart.
That was
Yeah,
his last. Okay.
yeah, that's his last loss, and then Kevin Holland's last loss was against Brendan Allen back last October.
So something weird that I'm seeing here is that he's been in the UFC this whole time. I guess on, let me see, March 20th, he fought with Cage Warriors for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. But then and then his last fight with Maki Pitolo was back in the UFC. So that's not really sure what that's about. But honestly, Stewart's a little bit shorter. He's got, so Kevin Holland's got the height and reach advantage in this one. Nothing super crazy like John Jones stuff, but he does have the advantage.
Right.
I think Stewart's got the knockout power. Kevin Holland's got pretty good striking and the reach advantage. I'm going to have to go Kevin Holland on this one.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
We already made a predictions before this
Yes, we
video. We both had Holland winning this one. We didn't say which way, though.
I have him by TKO, honestly.
So, same here. I think I got him as a TKO second round.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good for them to feel each other out, especially if Darren Stewart maybe starts a little bit slower, unless that's to Kevin's advantage and he destroys him in the first. But yeah, we're both agreeing TKO at least.
Yep.
We're going after that. We got the only women's fight on the main card. We got Mackenzie Dern and Ronda Marcos.
Yeah, both fighters are good fighters. Marcos is a up and down fighter. Wins one, loses one. Wins one, loses one.
A lot, dude.
A lot.
Almost every single win and loss is back to back.
Yeah, it really is. I don't think she has won multiple consistently. Minus
Right.
the one, there was a draw a couple years ago. She won, drawed, then lost. So, still,
So her last fight was a loss, correct?
yeah, her
I
last fight
believe
was a
so.
loss. The one before that she won, and then the one before that she lost. So,
If she goes on that
sure,
same,
if it's going the
yeah,
same way,
then she's beating
Ronda's gonna
Mackenzie
lose.
Dern. But realistically, I
Mackenzie Dern
think
is gonna win.
she's gonna go in there and submit her,
That's what I
just like
got her.
she
I got her
does.
first round submission.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
she's
It's
a better
really.
ground. She has a better ground game than her.
Mhm.
Did you know she was a former number one overall, like former number one rated Brazilian Jiu Jitsu female?
Really? Like in the world?
Yeah, back in
Oh shit!
2016, the stuff that I
I
was
had
looking
no
up.
clue. The only things, I mean, Ronda's got a lot more experience. I was gonna, that's really all she has going for her. They both they both fought Amanda Ribas and they both lost to her. So that's Mackenzie's only loss. Was that one girl? You remember her? She's had the really good interview and she's a super cheesy. And now everyone like thinks she's cute, I guess, and she's a pretty good fighter. I don't know, but that's Mackenzie Dern's one loss, and then Ronda. That's one of her 9 losses. But I didn't think Mackenzie was. It's a weird way to say it because she did win by submission and fairly quickly in her last fight.
Right.
I just didn't think she was that impressive with how she did it. I think, it got to the ground, she got the sub, easy W, but everything else, like her striking wasn't as impressive as it should be for someone of her
I
caliber.
mean, this is gonna be her. This will be her second fight in UFC. Second fight, fourth fight.
She's she's 3-1, so. But yeah, I mean, yeah, she's still growing. That makes sense.
So I mean,
Which is
you have to
good.
give her.
They're not putting her against top 3 people. So,
Right.
but yeah, we both. I think for the most thing on our
I think
predictions, I think
most
we
of
were.
her card is identical, minus
Yeah.
the main event.
So yeah, we had Mackenzie Dern winning by submission in this one first round.
I got first round too. Yeah.
Nice. After that,
We have
we
Johnny
got this.
Walker and Ryan Spahn.
This is gonna be a beast of a fight, brother.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. They have, looking at the up and under, they have Johnny Walker as the favorite at minus 125, where Ryan is up plus 105, so not a big split there.
Well, that's interesting because Walker's lost his last 2 fights for them to just give him the favorite still. I don't know. Ryan Spann, he's been, he's 5-0 in the UFC, that's always impressive. But his level of competition, I don't think's been, besides like
impressive.
he fought Antonio Nogueira.
And
Besides
Sam
that,
Ivory.
Smiling Sam, yeah.
Yep.
Besides them, and Sam's like a big name, like with people that have been watching, but he's like a gatekeeper, he's not a top 5 caliber fighter.
Johnny's coming off the 2 losses against
2
Corey
losses.
Anderson and Akita. So
and Corey Anderson's a fucking monster. He's like top 4 right now. I'm pretty sure. I think he's number 4.
He's in Bellator now, homie.
Oh right, they let him go, but that's still weird that they shouldn't have. He was at a weird spot. But yeah, dude, I've always loved Johnny Walker since he first came. He's just so flashy.
He's just an entertaining fighter.
Exactly,
he was
brother.
the one who hurt his tore his shoulder.
Just
where he had to have surgery and
doing
stuff.
this, and then he dropped into the worm and knocked me like a fucking idiot. But he's been back since, but he lost the 2 after that. Like I said, they're pretty good fights, both of those. Like the people he was fighting are savages. And I was really hopeful. I don't remember if it was his last camp or the one before that, but he switched over to TriStar, which is where GSP trains with Coach Faraz Sahabi, who I think is probably the best coach in the UFC or in MMA. And then the last fight he lost, and I was like, oh, like maybe he just needs more time with Faraz, because I think Faraz is just going to breed champs. So
Yeah, no,
I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see where he's at now. I think it's going to be all stand-up fighting with this fight.
100%.
But yeah, I think we
It's not
both
going
got.
to the ground unless it's some ground and pound. I got Johnny winning in a second, if not decision in a third.
Yeah, I got second round TKO on this one, brother.
Yep.
Nice. After that, it just keeps getting better and better, brother. We got Khamzat Chimaev and Gerald Mishka. I can't even.
Gerald, got it.
Gerald, we got Gerald over here.
Dude,
Um,
I got Chimaev winning this one.
dude,
Uh,
he's
I'm on a hype train, dude. I hopped on it.
you seen those stats for his last two fights?
Yeah, like when we got hit like
Dude,
twice or something.
yeah, the fights were 10 days apart, and in those both fights, he gave 192 strikes, I believe, and he only took two.
Yep, in the two fights, and then he not only did he start off at was it welterweight? No,
I think
middleweight.
he did middleweight his first one.
Middleweight
Yeah,
and
and then
dropped down.
yeah.
That's
But this
impressive.
one, I think this. So what I was under the impression was the first one was too short of notice, so he wasn't able to make welter. So he's like, "Fuck it, I fought at middleweight." Then when he had 10 days, he cut to welter. But I'm pretty sure from what I saw, this one's at middleweight again. So
This
I don't
one's
know
a
what the fuck's
middleweight.
going on.
Yeah, this one's a
Right.
middleweight. Dude, what's crazy
Hmm.
is he's the first fighter that Dana booked his next fight already.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking I was going to ask you what your
He's
thoughts on that. They're saying if he beats Gerald here, he's going to fight Damian Maia.
yeah, down in mid November sometime, one of those cards.
I don't. The thing for me, I understand Damian Maia's like, not to use gatekeeper again, but he's a gatekeeper, kind of maybe a little bit of a journeyman. But it's not much different stylistically. So Gerald, he's been around for a long time. He's 31-13 is his professional record. 23 of those wins are submission wins. 20. That's a lot of submission wins, man.
It is, dude. But
But no. So what? My point for that is, Damian Maia is known for his jiu-jitsu as well. So you're kind of giving him like, here's a submission artist that you're going to fight, and if you beat him, you get an even better submission artist. Like, I don't know what the exact game plan was for that. Maybe just that's how the cards fell, but
I guess so. And
it's interesting though.
I'm looking at this again. I'm looking at the betting odds on this one.
Uh-huh.
Out of the main card, he has the highest minus plus ratio.
What's his at?
Chimaev is at minus 440, and Gerald is at plus 340.
Ooh, it would be smart to put nothing crazy, but a little bit of money on Gerald, just because it's like,
Dude,
if he pulls that off,
if we're talking small money, right? You put $10 on there, you win.
you get $30 out of it,
Yeah,
and there you go. Order some pizza for the boys. I'm not gonna do it because I got Khamzat winning this fight, but he's gonna keep that streak going. He's 8-0 professionally, 2-0 in the UFC, dominates everyone. I think because Khabib's fought submission artists before, and he's came out victorious.
Dominated him.
And I think Khamzat's going to be able to do the same thing. Not only is his wrestling and power going to be superior, I think he's going to be able to defend the submission attempts. But we'll see. You never know. That's always interesting, in my opinion, is that the wrestler
100%.
versus the jiu-jitsu guy. But I got Khamzat winning by decision at least.
I got him at the submission on this one.
You think Khamzat's going to get the submission?
Yeah, Chimaev, I think he's gonna get a submission.
On the dude that's got 23 submission wins?
You heard what I just said, yeah?
Damn,
Bro,
son.
clean your AirPods out for a minute, you know?
Put $5 on that. Watch you
Bro,
win.
you don't
like
want to bet no
$2,000.
money. We
Put
got the same
$5.
person.
No,
hey,
not
we got
with
the
me.
same
Not
person
with
winning.
me.
Listen, we got
Not
the
with
same
me.
person winning.
Not with me, fam. I'm saying if you put $5 on Khamzat to win by submission, I'm sure that'd be crazy.
I had to look at
Those odds?
Yeah, I'd look at the odds and see what it says on there.
That's wild. I'm gonna hold you to that. We're gonna see about that. That's
Yeah,
an interesting
definitely.
call. But moving on.
Up to the co-main event, we have Donald Cowboy Cerrone and Nico
Yep.
Price.
Nico
Thoughts?
the hybrid, man. They're giving Donald some animals lately, huh?
Bro, Donald's on a 4-fight losing streak. His
That's
last win wasn't. He hasn't won since May 4th of last year against El Quinta. So
That's wild though that he's fought so much just since May of last year, right?
dude, this isn't be his fifth fight since May of last
Just in
year.
2020? Since May of last year.
2019.
So about a year and a half, give or take.
Yeah, that's 6 fights if you count that one.
Dude,
That's wild.
It's Cowboy. You can never completely count him out. He's obviously a good striker. I'd like to say he gets better every fight. I think he learns new techniques every fight, but Conor fucked him up, which they should have. A lot of people were trying to, and we were as well, trying to make it sound better than it would be. they fed Connor Cowboy. He just destroyed him, obviously, in like 40 seconds. After that, Pettis went to decision. Some people would call it, a very close fight. I think Nico is going to fuck him up. To simply put it, I think he's young. He's a big welterweight. And Cowboys, years ago moved up from lightweight, so he's small. Nico only has 4 losses in his career. Yeah, 2 of them are to Vicente Luque, which is just, same guy who beat him twice. And 1 loss was to Jeff Neal. And, I'm a Jeff Neal fanboy. He's a fucking savage. Like, it's easy to lose to him. I think Nico's got this. I think he's going to destroy Cowboy. It's going to be a bad night for him. I'm calling second round TKO.
Second round. See, I can see this going down to a decision.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I
just a war? Just an all-out war?
I think it's going to be a fucking war, dude. Nico and Donald will go at it. I think I give it to Nico with the slight edge. So
it sucks. Everyone loves Cowboy, fight anywhere, anytime. But Nico's young. He's strong. He's got really unique striking. Yeah, I think Nico's going to take that one for sure.
Oh no, 100%. And then the main event we have Colby Covington and Tyron Woodley. This is where we got the
this is the one that we disagreed on, brother.
This is the one we disagreed on. If we're going by the books, so I want Tyron to win. St. Louis native.
Of course.
I want him to win.
Of course.
I personally think, looking at all the stats, I think Kobe's going to get it. I think Covington's going to beat him. And this may push Woodley out of the UFC if he loses this fight.
That'd be 3 in a row, especially if it's bad loss. I mean, dude, Woodley's 38 years old. Like, he's getting up there. Colby's in his prime. He's like 32.
I don't know if you heard, but Woodley has been training with Masvidal this whole camp.
Yeah.
So Masvidal being best friends for 5-6 years with Kobe.
You know what's wild? I didn't even think about that when I was doing my research and my notes. I was just thinking on paper, Colby fights like this, recency bias, but Tyron's had 2 really bad fights, with Kamaru and with Gilbert Burns. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that Masvidal came and trained with him. But necessarily against Kamaru and Gilbert, in my opinion, I think Tyron, a prime Tyron especially, has the arsenal and the tools to beat either of those fighters on any given day. It's just with the Kamaru fight, he seemed frozen, wasn't really doing anything. Gilbert Burns did a little bit more, but then it ended up being the same fucking thing. So, right. What I think Colby's pressure is not necessarily going to tire him. It's not going to tire Woodley out, but it'll be enough. I think, I didn't think Kamaru was a better wrestler. Kamaru was D2 in college, and Tyron was D1. But, Kamaru controlled the whole thing.
No, 100%.
Colby might not be the better wrestler, but his cardio is definitely probably better because, whose isn't his cardio better than? Right. I think he's going to pepper him up the entire time. And the same thing, like I've thought the last 2 Tyron Woodley fights is, if he can catch him with that right hand, then it's Tyron's fight. If not, that's why I got Colby winning by decision.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats with Colby. Did you know his only loss since Usman wasn't until it was in 2015?
Hell ago, right?
Hell ago against Alves.
And he's got 15-2, 10-2, I think, in the UFC. Like that's. He's got experience, and he's only getting better after all these fights that he's had. After, especially those 2 losses, he's just getting better and better.
Yeah, dude, it's a great fight card, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to it, bro.
Yeah, you and me both have basically everything down the middle, split right in half. For this fight, the main event there. They have Colby winning, or favorite at -360, and Tyron at +280. If I'm a betting man, I'm putting some money on Tyron. Hopefully he wins.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But realistically, as much as I hate to vote against him, I think Colby's winning that by decision.
Decision win?
Decision win. Yeah, I don't think he's not knocking out Tyron Woodley.
No, I think I can see a decision win. It may be another stoppage. I think maybe fifth round, fourth or fifth round, just like Usman did.
Maybe that's possible.
So we'll see. Hey, another great fight card.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
And if you
definitely looking forward to it.
If you guys know the last couple fights, the last 3 cards, me and Rob have been putting little bets on, seeing who would win. I have a little graphic playing to the left of me right now, where it shows who has how many wins out of the 15 fights that we picked. Robbie is up ahead by 2, so he has 9 out of 15. I'm at 7 out of 15.
Not bad, brother.
Oh, not bad at all. And then after this, basically, it's either going to be even all the way up to the next one, or I'm gonna catch one up to him. So
you'll make it closer. You'll make it closer.
I might cut the deficit. So we'll see how it is. And of course, above me we have the Instagram or the Twitter page, and above Robbie of the Instagram page. Make sure you guys give that a follow. Give this video a like, share it, show some love.
Appreciate it all the time. Comment, give us your opinion. We'll see you after Saturday, guys.